Hi guys, it's Carter, the community manager for Google Plus for BIL. I am here with Reid and Allison, who are two of the most awesome people I've met here. What do you guys do?
I'm a sex educator.
Okay.
I'm a sex educator and a writer.
Badass. What does that mean?
Well, we teach adults how to have better sex and how to have better relationships in or outside of that sex.
And she wrote a book about lesbian werewolves.
And I wrote a book about
Called?
Lunatic Fringe.
Lunatic Fringe. Is it on Amazon?
It is on Amazon. It's anywhere. You can order it through independent bookstores.
Lesbianwerewolves.com.
No way.
Yes.
Lesbianwerewolves.com.
Can you believe it wasn't taken?
Actually, no. So I guess tell me a little bit about the Mask Sex Positive Boiler Room. What happened in there this whole weekend?
This whole weekend was a bunch of curated workshops and talks, all about different areas of sex and relationships and intimacy, just basic sex geekery. Mask was our main sponsor that made the boiler room possible, and then we had the Pleasure Chest and also Wet Lube that were our co-sponsors.
Nice.
And I brought in a bunch of different sex educators from all over the country to come in and speak about various things. And then Allison also gave a talk with me today about our relationship, and do you want to say?
Yeah.
Well, today's talk was about kind of mismatched pairing and partnership and how you navigate those, whether it's one of you is polyamorous and one of you is monogamous, one of you is kinky and one of you is vanilla, how you deal with those kind of mismatches in terms of creating a better, more connected relationship. And so we kind of discuss some techniques for having difficult conversations, how to identify your own proclivities, how to be true to your integrity inside a relationship so that you're not subsuming your own independent identity when you join a relationship, but rather you are two or more individuals choosing into something and you don't lose that intrinsic sense of self.
Yeah, and then a lot of people, those mismatched pairings, it's very much an either-or kind of framework, which automatically puts people at odds.
Right, there's no win-win when there's an either-or.
Yeah, and so we were kind of coming at it more from like this improv comedy of yes and.
Oh.
The first law of improv, where rather than making it wrong that I have less of a libido than Allison, it's I'm not feeling horny right now, and you are, and then you start having conversations about what do you need to make your relationship work better.
And when you remove the intense emotional qualities around that, or the societal norms around that, it bemes very basic problem solving.
You guys are making sex sound serious.
Yes, it's very serious stuff.
So, okay.
Technique? We just demonstrated.
Motorboat.
We've all done it.
Yes.
Have we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have we?
Oh,
okay.
You haven't done it to me yet.
There.
Not to the mic.
Everyone on Google Plus just went. So how do you become a sex geek? How does that happen?
Deconstruction, baby. It's all about deconstruction.
Yeah, you start questioning things and then taking them apart. Rather than and this is what's great about BIL people, BIL goers. The builders have already that deconstructionist bug. And if you've ever had a Rubik's Cube, spent time learning how to make it, whole, but then you just took it apart with a screwdriver, you might have the deconstructionist bug.
Right. You get excited about the way things work, and then you start to question the norms that we take for granted in society, right? The ideas of technology can only go so far, or creativity is only used for these certain things, or sex is only supposed to be in these parameters. When you start to realize that those are all kind of artificial boundaries, it's fun to start playing with where those boundaries can actually really end, where they're permeable, and what can be created rather than what has to be lived within.
Well, before I ask you guys to leave Google Plus with your final little thought, these guys rock. They had everyone from porn stars in there. I got cock fucked through my heart energy one day after I fed an apricot to someone.
Yeah.
And it's all badass. These are all radical ideas, and BIL gives everyone the opportunity to sort of, if they feel pressures in real life and they're finding something that they want to express, this conference is for them to have this moment and to speak the language that they've always wanted to speak.
We're not all fucking rocket scientists.
We are not all fucking rocket
scientists. But some of us want to fuck rocket scientists.
Who doesn't want to fuck rocket scientists? So, last closing thought to our Google Plus audience.
Well, come to events like this because you'll find your community. whether it's the sex geeks or the rocket scientists or both. And then the idea of you get the skill set share, you know, that I might learn something about, you know, material science, and at the same time somebody else gets to learn something about communication.
And this might actually sound kind of rude, but my impression of BIL has been that I've been interacting with so many different kinds of people with different kinds of intelligences. I've met so many people who are so emotionally aware, even though they might not have the biggest vocabulary. I've met so many people who are speaking on this really intense scientific level that I really can't even grok. But I really appreciate the way that people are letting their true geekery shine here.
That's awesome.
And I like watching certain, like almost like their little daemons on our shoulder, like our geekery, our independent geekeries get to play together, and that's really fun to watch.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, to say goodbye, we hug.
Oh, yay! Group hug!
Group hug.
Not the mic! Not the mic!
All right, thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.